I believe we are starting. At least I think we are here. Let's see. Starting. It says starting, and we are live. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm That Guy Dan 96. We're over here in Miami, Florida today. We're getting ready to head on down to where are we going? Havana, Cuba, as American Airlines Flight 1345. We're in the Boeing 737-800 series. I don't know how many of these repaints are left in the 737-800 series with this, you know, the old style American stuff. But I really love the paint, so I want to fly it. So we can hop into the flight deck now. And we can get going here. This is November 807, November. This plane's probably been repainted in, you know, the new livery now, but that's not a problem at all. I really wanted to fly kind of an older style aircraft. So we're over here at gate Delta 10 in Miami. We're heading over to, again, like I said, Havana, Cuba. And let's see, there's a couple things I need to reset up here so it's set up correctly. Other than that, I think we're good. Just waiting to see people kind of coming on in here, so let's see, we can throw that on, and I do a single engine taxi tonight. Sure, I'll do a single engine taxi for you. It's probably going to be scary, but I'll do a single engine taxi for you just for fun. We can go ahead and start setting up all this fun stuff. Let's see, we can get the flight director going. Oh, disarm there. I don't have anybody online, so I'm going to go all the way up to 24,000 feet, I think is a good altitude today. Shouldn't be a too long of a flight, only up to 24,000. I think it's scheduled at like an hour. So let's jump down to the FMS here and start doing some of this FMS work. So we can get this plane ready to go and out of here. So fuel, let's check out the amount of fuel. How much we got here? It's got us scheduled at 14,100 pounds of fuel. And the payload, let me write all this stuff down so I have it. Our zero fuel weight is 129.2. Okay, give me 129.1. And that gives me a takeoff 143.2. CG is going to be 24.6. Alright, so that's looking good there. I've got all that set up now. So now we can hop on over here. Reference airport, we're at Miami. Hey Will, what's going on, man? Over here in Miami, we're going to Havana. Operating American 1345. We're departing off of Miami on 8 right. Doing the volume thing. Okay. That should be better now. I don't know. It didn't. For some reason, it auto does that when it starts going on Elgato. So I turn it off. Thank you, Will. Appreciate you letting me know. Parting 8 right on the. Let me know if that sounds better, Will. It should be. That should be gone now. I thought for some reason it saved from last time, but obviously it didn't. We'll be on that. Sid. From there we go direct to Key West. From Key West we go to Maxim. That's north definitely. And then we're going to be in the Ferric 1 arrival today into Havana, in the ILS 8 right, Ferric 1, Maxim, and it's going to be, I got to double check the transition. It's kind of weird how they have this set up here. The transition, I like to be AVSAC, if I can do that. Yeah. Perfect. We can activate and execute that. We got 14.1. Zero fuel weight is 129.1. We've got, oh, I don't know, 5 in the reserves. Cost index of 31. Cruising at 24,000 feet. And there we go. I'm going to leave all of that alone there. Temperature deviation is plus 14. Let's check out the winds at our top of climb. Top of climb winds at flight level 240 is 335 at 40. Hey, Summer Productions, thank you, thanks for the comment, man. I'm going to be working on the 717. It's a little crazy on my system when I stream it. For some reason, it acts kind of weird. I will look into it, though. If I can't do a 717, I'd definitely look at doing maybe like the MD-80. I have Full Sky. They did an MD-80, and I might be able to pull that one in there. So, definitely, that'd be awesome. I'd definitely look into that flight. I'm assuming they probably do it from, like, Atlanta, maybe. I'm assuming Delta, because that's, yeah, just Delta. N1 limit, I'm not going to run any of the numbers, so Nathan, what's up, man? Nice to see you. We're doing a 22K D rate, climb 1 works for me, flaps 5. CG is going to be 24.6. So we've got 521 on the trim. 139, 139, 146. Okay, we got 146 set. Runway 8 right in Miami, the runway heading is going to be 92. We're going to set that in. Alright, we got 92 there. That's looking good. Again, we can go all the way up to 24,000 feet. There's nobody online. Well, actually, no, I don't know if there's anybody online. I got to double check that. I should probably start vPilot as well. That would probably be somewhat useful. Alright, vPilot is starting up over here. Yeah, I actually don't know if anybody's online. I actually never went to go look. I normally do that too. American 1345, we're a B738. And let's find out if anybody's online. I don't see Miami on very often, so I don't know if they're going to be on or not. Actually, no, let's just check that really quick. I don't know if let's see. Is anybody online for this flight? I doubt it. I doubt it. Yeah, no, nobody's on. Nobody's on. Oh well. Let's see. Put that there. Miami to what's SAP infinite flight? I don't know what SAP is. It hopefully it is hopefully it's a shorter flight. I try to keep my flights about an hour for the streams. So, but I can also do it in a video too. So let me know what SAP is. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Let's see. And yes, we are flying the quote-unquote tin can here in the American 738. This is my favorite American livery. I mean, I like the new American, but this just looks so good. I mean, this is, to me, I just absolutely love it. So, yeah, I think that looks absolutely spectacular. I grabbed up Mex High Flight. Hey, Kyla, what's up? I picked up Mex High Flight, I think is the people that make this Havana. It's a pretty good scenery. I took a quick look at it the other day, and it looks pretty sweet. So, do ATL in the Super 80 or to LAS for Legion. Okay, definitely, I will. I'm actually going to write that one down because that seems cool. G4 or Delta. Okay, I've actually got that written down here, so no, Honduras. All right, cool. 3-hour flight. I'll probably have to do it for a video I make. But I'll definitely look at it. Hopefully, if I can find a good scenery for it too, I'll be more than happy to check it out and see what it's like. Always happy to get ideas from you guys, so I really appreciate it. MIA, SAP, some sort of Airbus, and XNA. Okay. Anywho, there's really nobody to talk to. I think I could be pretty much ready to go here. I mean, like I said, there's really nobody to talk to and stuff like that. So let's go ahead, start the APU. All that's looking good there. We got a cruising altitude today of 24,000 feet. Landing altitude in Havana, I'm assuming, is 0. I can double check that. Havana, it is actually 210, so 200. So 200, Christian, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Glad you are coming along with us for a flight over to Havana. Should be a pretty fun flight. I'm looking forward to it. First time in Havana, other than the, you know, what I tested out last night, so really, really looking forward to it. We can go ahead and start shutting the doors here for our departure. And then once the APU started up, there it is. We can disconnect all the ground stuff. Alright, we're just going to wait 1 minute here. We got to let the APU run for 1 minute before we turn on the APU bleed air, just to get some of that quote-unquote stank air out of the system. I fly for a VA? Yes, I do. I'm actually the line check airman in the not the operations department, in the flight training department for Southwest Virtual. SWAvirtual.com. I can put it in there. That's who I fly for. I've got quite a few hours with them. So that's them right there in the chat. While we're waiting that 1 minute, I can, well, I'm not going to pull them up on the screen. I'm not going to whore them out too much, but that's who I fly for. Again, I'm the line check airman over there. So if you need anything, got any questions or anything like that, let me know. I can help you out, whether that be adding you to the system or whatnot. Again, I do apologize if my voice is a little off. I'm still trying to get over my sinus infection from last week, and it's still raging hardcore on me, so I'm working on trying to get that out of there. And I'm going to do a single engine taxi. We'll see how that goes. So it's probably been about a minute now. I think at 1912 I'll go ahead and turn on that APU bleed air, get the isolation valve open, and get everything ready to go. 1912, there it is. I have to set this down. My MCP is a little wonky on the first flight, so if the numbers start going real weird on the MCP, that's why. Okay. Prepare for pushback and departure. My algebra final, it went okay today. I didn't fail. I know that. But other than that, that's about all I know. I know I didn't fail. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to be checking behind me here. Pretty sure that that's definitely AI over there. Yeah, pretty much AI. I have the AI turned way down too, just for recording. That way, I get consistent frames for you guys, and it's not. I don't get any hop, skips, or jumps anywhere. Unlike last night, I do apologize for that. That was pretty rough. But I had fun. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys, so that was all that mattered there. This is LatinVFR Miami, by the way. Really like the scenery. I don't get to use it very much because I don't fly American all that often, but it's definitely a nice scenery. Any collision light can go on. Air brakes released. Good job, Will. We're very proud of you. Let's go ahead and start number 2. So we're watching, we got N2 coming up here. N1 is rising, but we've got N2 at 25 N2. We can go ahead and introduce fuel. I also have to trim this aircraft for departure. 324 and 25. Let's also go down and trim this for departure 5.2. There we go. Got 5.2, everything's coming up quite nicely. N2 fuel flow, oil pressure, oil temperature, oil quantity is all good. Alright, there's the starter cutout. Waiting on the rollback. There it is. So I haven't done a single engine taxi in a while, and I don't know exactly the procedures that go along with that. So I don't know if I leave everything like this. It's been... I haven't really done a single engine taxi ever, I don't think. So, again, I don't know exactly what the procedures are for it, but I'm assuming it's standard start procedures, other than, although you gotta leave the bleeds and everything on. You gotta leave the APU on. Yeah. Parking brakes are set. So I'm assuming this is how you configure for a single engine taxi. Again, it's not really something I've ever done before, so I don't know the procedures for it. Alright, Summit, sounds good, man. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day at work. I start work at 3 a.m. That's pretty rough, man. But thanks for coming along, and you can check out this video. Will be up just a little bit later, so you'll be able to watch the rest of it after work tomorrow. So, see you, man. Take care. Alright, so he's unlocking everything over there. We're good there. He's gone. We still got that American taxiing up there. I don't know. Is he holding for somebody? No, he's just taking a very long time to taxi. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Flight controls are good. Gotta get that wing view. Oh, that looks so good. Anyways, so let's head on over now to runway 8 right. See, this is the problem with Flight Sim. The friction in this game is so off. I shouldn't have to use that much power to move this aircraft. So, yeah. I'm just gonna dual engine taxi. I can't. That much power into that aircraft is retarded. That's just way too much power I need to be able to put in that engine to get the plane to move, and it shouldn't take that much in the real world. There's just too much friction with this, so I'm sorry, I gotta turn that off. I gotta start number 1. I'd love to do a single engine taxi, but I can't taxi with 70% power. Yeah, having to have that much power, and I think I'd burn more fuel. Having to have so much power just to get that aircraft to move is just, that's insane. Okay. All right. Well, we did leave ourselves decent spacing now behind that American. Ah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Glad you like it. This is, I just try to be me, and this is what you see is what you get, I guess. But we're gonna head on over now to runway 8 right. Yeah, I'm really appreciate that infinite flight. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys enjoy it, so I have a lot of fun doing it. The sounds are oh damn. I think it's TSS. TSS did a Turbine Sound Studios did a NG pack, which I got, and then there's also a pack on it's a pack on Sim Market that has all the different it's a sound pack, I forget what it's called, it's like Realism NG or something like that, and they redid all the sounds for the all the switches and everything in the 7.3. It sounds really awesome, and I really like it. So both, I know it's Turbine Sound Studios, their 737 next generation sound pack. And then there's some sort of sound pack for the switches in the 737 from Sim Market. I don't remember who exactly makes the makes those sounds on Sim Market, but see who we got departing here. American Airlines. See you, man. Sounds good, man. I really like P3D. You know, when I'm not sitting here streaming and all that kind of stuff, I mean, it runs so great. Absolutely love the program. I mean, I love it. When they get 64-bit, it's going to be pretty awesome. So, it's going to make a lot of the problems that we had with FSX and this version of Prepar3d, a lot of those are going to go away, and it's going to be really awesome. Really looking forward to it. I know Orbx is doing some work with P3D 64-bit, and I know they're supposed to be doing something pretty crazy. I mean, it was along the lines of like some dude was flying along Chicago at 160 frames in a Cessna, which is insane. So, and it wasn't a default Cessna. Well, there's no default Cessna on Prepar3d, but it wasn't like the flight sim Cessna. Like, it was a full-on, it was like the A2A Cessna or something like that. He was getting 160 frames, which is just unheard of. So we're gonna be behind this American RJ. Can't tell if it's it looks like it's a I can't tell what it is from behind right now, but we'll be right behind him for departure. I don't think that he's on VATSIM. I think this is just Ultimate Traffic Live doing its thing. Here's an American A319 on the departure roll. Hi, American. A2A, yeah, they're a company that does, I don't know what they make. I know they make a Cessna, but, immediately the 64-bit will not work with the 32-bit add-ons. That's part of the problem that a lot of people are afraid of. PMDG have come out to say that they will release add-ons, or not add-ons, but DLC, what the hell is it? A download where you can upgrade to, well, that's what I'm looking for, the word upgrade. You can upgrade to 64-bit for nothing. They're already working on a 64-bit of their add-ons. So that'll be good. The only problem is I'm afraid that some of these sceneries and airports, especially some of the older ones, are not going to be compatible at all. So that's the problem. So I don't know. I'm excited for it, but at the same time, Morris Guy, you're right. You'd have to rebuy some stuff. So, you know. But hey, if it's gonna give me a shit ton of frames, and my sim's actually gonna run like my Grand Theft Auto 5 runs, where I can hold 60 frames in Grand Theft Auto 5, then you know, I'm all for it. Let's go. So there goes that RJ departing. We can go ahead and line up and wait now on 8 right. Assuming that American RJ is up and out. Yeah, he is. He's at 600 climbing out. Alright. Auto throttle's on. Start the clock. Let's get out of here. Set takeoff thrust. What's up, Ricky? Thrust up. 80 knots.
V1. V1. V2.
Positive rate of climb. Reducing our power back to climb 1. This flight's about, I think, about 50 minutes from now. We should be in Cuba. I think it's no more than an hour scheduled. It's not too long. Yeah, the thing I try to do for these streams is I try to keep the flights all about to an hour, so they're not super long for you guys, because I know you guys don't want to sit here and trust me. I love talking, but I don't think I can talk for 2 hours at cruise. I don't know if I can come up with enough content for 2 hours of talking. So, because that's what I want to do. I kind of want to make the streams where we just essentially chat and have discussion. I don't want this to ever be like quiet, where there's nothing going on. So, I'll for about an hour or so. For you guys, it's not too long, and for me, I'm not sitting here trying to come up with something to talk about for 2 hours straight. So. Yeah, Ricky, those were because the 717 for some reason just absolutely destroys my computer when I'm streaming it. Don't really know why, but it does. So unfortunately, that's the kicker with it. You really can't. I can't stream with it. It eats up way too many frames. When I'm not streaming, trust me, my sim's absolutely silky smooth. But even like now, I can tell it kind of has some jitters on it, and that's just coming from the streaming portion of it. Just because streaming this takes up quite a bit on my CPU, so I'm probably going to have to upgrade to a new CPU coming up here soon, because I'm a little unhappy that it's eating up as much CPU as it is. So we're going to be doing some hand flying, and I'll be talking to you guys on the way out. The weather's super nice, so I figure why not hand fly? We're going to be coming up to 10,000 feet here in just a second. Right, there it is, 10,000 feet. Time checklist. Pressurization check, start switches off, AP's off. That climb checklist is complete. Cool. We can go ahead and start accelerating now to 300 knots. This flight is essentially going to take us down. We're going to fly down the Florida Keys, all the way down to Key West. And then we're going to turn southbound and fly pretty much due south into Havana. I don't know if I'm going to hand fly the entire flight, but I'll hand fly a little. I'll do some hand flying. I mean, I've said this like 4 or 5 times now in past streams with the 7.3, but part of the reason I love this plane is once you get it trimmed out like I have it here, I mean, you really don't even have to touch it. I mean, I'm not really making a lot of control inputs, and I mean, the plane just flies. I mean, you can see it. I mean, I'm not really doing much, and it flies just absolutely awesome. On the climb, I'm just trying to get it all nice and trimmed out. I got 2 asking me to hand fly the entire flight. If I start getting more, I'm actually going to think about doing this. Let me guys know, do you guys want me to hand fly this entire thing? Alright, I got 3 now for hand flying. 3 for hand flying. Anybody else? Okay. Alright, I'll hand fly it. Oh, this is like into your plane and realizing the autopilot's just broken. Thank you, Dylan. You always tend to come in the clutch for me with that question. Now you've just weirded out the entire chat of people. Alright, hand flying it is. Thank you. Ricky must feel really good right now. I actually need to. I don't know where I put my little in-off stickers. I gotta go find those, and I can just in-off my entire MCP. At least I have auto throttle. At least I will keep the auto throttles on. I'm not flying without auto throttle. I'm not that crazy. is like just, it's like I'm flying a Southwest 737-300. There's just, the autopilot's broken. There's just no autopilot. I'm going to be doing my best to make conversation with you guys as I fly, but when I'm turning and stuff like that, and part of the descent, I feel like I might kind of be kind of quiet simply because I actually have to like concentrate on what I'm doing. Yakov, I know you said hi. I got that. Other than that, I don't know. Sorry, I took German in high school. Dylan, you take Spanish. Can you translate that for me? You have an A in your class, so I'd love to see you translate that. Thank you, Will. We're good, man. Everybody's good. We're just doing some hand flying. I was asked to hand fly this entire flight, so I am. Because I guess I'm crazy. Okay, up to 24,000 to go. I'd really like to roll out before I get this, here topic climb, although I'm probably not going to do that. I'm going to roll out, and have to roll out of my topic climb. Put that down, that'll actually make my life a little bit easier. Trying to level off, trying to read comments as well. Thank you, Ricky, I appreciate it. Just a lot of trim. I try to do what the autopilot does. Just trim it out. Well, here we are at 24,000 feet. I'm going to keep my HUD up for myself here so I can actually kind of see what's going on. And I'm going to be chilling with you guys, jetting. Let's see here. We're now level off at 24,000 feet. See how we do in here. Trimming down a little bit. I know I'm doing Mach 0.69. Thank you, Ricky. I'm just trying to get this plane filled out right now so I can get it to sit real nicely at 24. Highway to the danger zone. I know. Maverick and Goose over here flying. cannot get this thing to sit. It wants to constantly have this little climb. La Garbage or Havana? I don't know. That's a good one. That's a good question. Yeah, Goldman, I'm not quite sure what you're saying. I think you're asking what this is. This is PC. This is Lockheed Martin's Prepar3d. It's a professional flight sim program. So we're flying from Miami down to Havana, the Boeing 737-800 series. And I'm hand flying because my peeps asked me to hand fly, so I am. Hey Dimitri, what's up? Nice to see you again. Glad to see you back for another night here. Chilling at 24,000 feet. Right now I've got it trimmed out pretty nice. It does seem to be descending just a tad. So I gotta put a little bit of back trim in. Trim those up, trim those down. And this is pretty close. I'm going to do my best to kind of keep it here. If it starts slowly trending a climb, I'll take that. Yeah, we're hand flying. Thank you, Dimitri. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you do. And this is pretty much what I plan on putting out for you guys all the time, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the content that I do. Always give me suggestions if you have some. I'm always up for suggestions. I took a couple earlier today, and always looking for it. Failures into that's actually not a bad idea. That's actually not a bad idea at all. I might actually look at that. Getting a failures series set up and doing a checklist and everything like that. That's actually a really good idea. I do have Orbx Telluride scenery. I do. I was thinking about flying. I have the Coronado Hawker. I was planning on doing a flying into there, so definitely looking at maybe doing a Hawker flight to a Telluride soon. My problem is I'm not familiar with the Hawker. I'd have to fly it a couple times to understand how the plane works and everything like that. So we're working on that. I'm working on trying to get the Hawker down. It just sucks. I mean, this is my last week of classes, being a full-time student, working 40 hours a week, and also trying to make YouTube stuff. It does take up a lot of time. So, but I am doing my best to try and come up with some new stuff for you guys, doing stuff more often, like this kind of stuff, streaming here. I literally got home from work and showered, and now I'm here. Went to class this morning at 8 o'clock, had 2 finals, went to work, got home at 9, now I'm here. Yes, I am flying online. I'm on VATSIM right now. You can find me, American 1345, you'll see me. For some reason, for the life of me, I cannot get this thing to settle. I cannot get this thing to settle in one spot. It wants to constantly climb and descend a little bit, and it's really starting to annoy me. I have that little bit of back, I put a little bit of nose up trim into it, and now it's going to start trending nose up a tad. So if I try to put a little bit of nose down trim into it, it's going to start trending downwards. I can't get it to sit. Thank God this isn't a 5-hour flight. If I did this for 5 hours, I don't know if I'd want to be a pilot anymore. The ILS-27 in Telluride. Got it, man. That actually, I think, isn't there a mission in, like, Flight Sim 10 and FSX? That actually, I think it's Telluride Approach, I think you fly. Is that 7 or is that the other one? I think it's got to be 27 because that's the only runway with an approach, if I remember correctly. No, it doesn't sit. It doesn't want to sit at an altitude. It keeps constantly wanting to climb and descend on me here. Usually when I fly the Cessna, I can get it kind of trimmed out and it holds the altitude real nice. Probably because I'm just going so fast. In Mach 0.8, Mach 0.68, just doesn't want to hold. That's okay. If people in the back don't notice anything, as far as they're concerned, we're cruising along, having a great flight. But up here in the flight deck, we're constantly playing with the controls, trying to get to sit. Really, I'm talking to the dog. Coming up to Key West now, we're about 5 miles away from Key West, and then we'll start the left turn from Key West. We'll be going to, what waypoint is that? Maxim. And that waypoint there is the entrance into Cuban airspace. Alright, here's the turn. Tonkantine, I was actually thinking about doing that not too long ago. I was thinking about doing Tonkantine, and then for some reason, I think it was just a time constraint. I didn't have time to record it and stuff like that. But I'll definitely look at Tonkantine because I want to do it. I know it's a pretty crazy approach. Still chilling at flight level 240, well, around it. Hope you guys have had a good day. You guys got any travel plans set up for the summer? You guys going anywhere? I don't know where I'm going. I'm really looking forward to doing some traveling here. For those of you that don't know, I actually just got hired by American Airlines. I'll be working on the ramp at Cleveland Hopkins Airport for them, so with that, I get travel benefits, so I will be doing quite a few trips this summer. So expect quite a bit of real-world flying videos from not only there from the Cessna, and I'm also going to see, I don't know what their policy is on video from the ramp. I'd really love to do a series of just my day at the ramp, so if you guys would like to see that, let me know. I think it'd be really fun to do a little video series of me on the ramp. So again, that's assuming American lets me. I don't know what their policy is on all that, but if you guys would like to see some, ramp videos, let me know. I'll be more than happy to make them for you. Kyle, you're going to London. Very nice. You're going to Telluride. Very sweet. I plan to be going all over the place this summer. One of my plans this summer for flying with American would definitely be, I want to get on the American 787 flight that does, I don't know if they do O'Hare to DFW anymore. I think they do DFW LAX with it now. So I'm definitely going to try and get on a domestic American 787 flight. Reno. Been to Reno a couple times. Nice city. I like it up there. Been to Reno a couple times. Couple times. All right, we're coming up to our top of descent here, which should be fun. We get to start the descent. My plane is actually somewhat started to sit now. It's doing a little bit better, holding 24. God, what now? Do we seriously have a pressurization failure? Come on now. Oh. I'm a retard. Well, I did turn the packs on before I left. So, yeah. So, I think we just killed everybody. I can't believe I just made that mistake. Waiting for the comments. They're going to start pouring in now. They're going to be pouring in. You just killed all your passengers, you idiot. No, it wasn't a failure. It was on my end. I was messing around and on pushback there, and kind of forgot to turn the packs back on after starting my number 2 engine. So, yeah, that's not good. That breaks things. There's Maxim coming up there. So we're gonna start our descent. All right, here we go. See, the plane's calling me exactly what I am right there. The plane just let me have it. So down we go. Plane's just smashing retard right at me. That's all I see right now. That's all I'm looking at as I'm just descending. Oh, rip. Ripperoni, boys. Ripperoni. So we have begun the descent now into Havana. Pretty much all we're looking for right now at the waypoint of AVSAC is going to be 210 knots and 3,000 feet. Let me make sure. Yep, 210 knots and 3,000. Perfect. And I think, did V-Pilot... Oh, something in me... No. Okay. Anyways, okay, now I can actually get back to flying the airplane. Had to look around at V-Pilot. So yeah, that's how you kill everybody on board your plane. Don't turn the packs on. That's what that was. Look to the left. That was the cabin altitude 10,000 foot warning there, right there. So I probably didn't kill everybody. I'm over exaggerating. I just feel like an idiot that out of the probably 3,700 hours I have on a 737, I somehow forgot that. But that's why they have checklists. You know, something I didn't do. You know, so that just, I mean, that's a pretty good lesson to you guys. No matter what kind of plane you're flying, no matter how many times you've flown the plane, again, Ricky can attest to this, I've got, I don't know, 3,700 hours in a 737 alone just for Southwest Virtual. Doesn't matter how many times you fly the plane, doesn't matter how many times you do it, you can still miss stuff. So always, always, always do a checklist. That could save your life. It's something I was taught way back when I started flying. You never know when it's going to be that one time that something happens, you get distracted, you start doing something else, and there you go. You miss a very simple item like that. So we're starting the left turn now from Maxim. Starting to make that left turn to heading on 100 and it's right about 180 degrees, about like 190, I think it is. a left turn now down towards Havana, Cuba. It should be straight up pretty much off our nose here. I think you can kind of see the shoreline popping in over there. Let's see, the current weather right now in Havana, I know I gotta get a new altimeter. QNH is 1018. And what's the transition altitude? I didn't look at that. The transition level is by ATC. So the transition level would probably be something like 5,000 or 6,000 feet, but I'm just going to set it now at 18 and be done with it. It's easier that way. Oh, and they got a flight to Toronto. Is that on Air Canada? Oh, Air Canada, there it is. Well, very nice. Awesome. Glad to see that flight to Toronto. Poor Cleveland, we have our flight to Toronto. You know, that's pretty much the only flight that makes us international airport. I mean, we do go to Mexico and stuff like that, but good old Air Canada jazz on the Dash 8. Well, it was a Dash 8, sorry. It's CRJ 200 now, but we did have the Dash 8 Q100 for a long time. Q200. Q100 to Q200 for a very long time. Those poor things coming in. I wish we got more from Air Canada, but oh well. It's something, right? So right now I'm literally just sitting here and focusing on keeping my flight path vector in line with the flight director right there, and that's pretty much all I'm doing. That's why this HUD is awesome for doing hand flying stuff like this. HUD's absolutely awesome for it. I mean, down here, using the primary flight display wouldn't be bad either, but this HUD makes it, oh my god, so much easier. ERJ 175, cool. I think I saw an ERJ 175 the one time they brought, like, there were like 2 or 3 of them in Cleveland the one time for Canada. I don't know what they were doing. They may have been doing maintenance on them or something like that. Because we do have a maintenance base for United on the ERJ. So I think they may have brought them here for something, you know, career related. I know we got Atlanta coming soon out of Cleveland. I'm so excited for that. I mean, Akron can't lose this flight, but my thoughts on Akron and Canton are, you know, I really don't care. It's a shame that Spirit's even going there. You get an American 787, sweet. I haven't seen I have spotted a 787, sorry. When I was in Boston with Will, we saw Japan Air had their 787 going there. Hainan had a 787 there, so it was a really cool plane. But I'm looking forward to flying on one this summer, hopefully. So now we're slowing down to 240 knots. So it's got us kind of pitching up here. It's having us pitch up just to bleed airspeed. Now we're trying to bleed airspeed back to 240 knots. Landing, it's going to be an auto brakes 2. Prepar3d v3.4 145. It's 410 on the decision altitude. So there we go, there's 410 is set. Dakota, what's up, man? You're missing it. I'm hand flying the entire thing. I was asked to hand fly, so I'm hand flying. And about 4 or 5 people asked me to hand fly, so I've been hand flying this entire flight. So right away down here. Throat skin dryer. Passing through 10,000 feet, we can go ahead and put on all the lights. There we go. And we're coming up on 240 knots. We're going to start pitching down again. Just trying to follow that flight director. Might be asking for speed brakes pretty soon here, so that's what I'm looking for. Now let's put speed brakes up. Alright, speed brakes are coming up now. I am kind of glad nobody's online, because if I had to talk to ATC and hand fly this plane right now, it would be it'd be pretty crazy. Speed 240 knots. We just need to get down to 3,000. 3,000 is set in there. Alright, we did dip below the glide, our path there, so that's okay. We're good. Passing through 7.7. In at AVSAC, we're just shooting for 240 knots and 3,000 feet. God, flying this ILS is gonna feel like a dream. Get ready to land. And flying's fun and all, and I'm glad this flight's only like 30-some minutes, because, man, it. Whew. Hitting a cloud here. We could be hitting a little bit of chop in this cloud here. Full on IFR. Have I hand flown a 777 into Amsterdam? No, you did. You did. In IFR as well. You hand flew an IFR. Well, I mean, I would hope you hand flew an IFR, Dakota, considering you are a fully instrument-rated pilot. Be hoping that you could at least do that. There's that, of course, it just oversped me for some reason. Yeah, Dakota, listen, you're the one that has your commercial license for your multi-engine and your instrument rating. I would hope you could do that. It was pretty impressive, though, that you flew it that entire way. We had flown, myself and a bunch of my friends, we had flown about a 6-hour, well, no, it was like an 8-hour flight from Montreal in the 777 to Amsterdam, and Port Dakota, his sim crashed, and when he loaded back up, his 777 was just broken, so he had a hand fly. And it was impressive, I'd have to say. Straight up IFR conditions. I mean, it was a full ILS all the way down to about 300 feet, and he hand flew. So, it was impressive. Yeah, Kyler, Amsterdam was pretty sweet. It was really, I mean, it ran really, really, really well. I was really surprised. There's my decel point here when we go back to 210 knots. Not exactly sure how this, drag. Let's get more drag out for this, because I have a feeling we're going to need it. Iceland Air, that would be cool. Yeah, that would actually be really good, because I know I can fly that 767, the level D 767 that came out for prepared with it. So yeah, I definitely look at doing that, absolutely. Let's at or above 3,000 here. Okay, I gotcha. But you know what, I'm actually going to deviate from this and descend, simply because, what in God's name is going on here? This air rack has been really broken with this kind of stuff here. I don't know what's going on. So I am going to hand fly just a little bit. 10 miles away is 2,000 feet. Let me go ahead and set that up real quick. I'm purposely flying out past it. See, there's my 10 mile, and I need to be 2,000 at there. So I'd rather fly out a little bit and make sure I'm at 2,000 at 10 miles and try to fly that approach right there. Alright. Flight directors are out. We can do 220 knots. That's checked. We're level off 2,000. .200 flaps 5. The ILS is 110.5. Alright, there's 110.5, and the approach course is going to be 58. There's 58. Oh, fuck. There's the ILS right there. Alright. I know, I should have had this set up way earlier. There's the airport right off my left there. Alright, airport off my left. Auto throttles are off. I'm going to shoot for 190 knots. Now we're now inside 10 miles from the airport. We can go flap 15 here now. And we're going to level off now at 2,000. And flaps 30. Speed brakes are armed. And we're going to be doing our VREF today. Oh, see, there's the broken MCP. Come on, damn it. Fuck it, I don't have time to deal with it. Alright. Well, landing checklist, speed brakes armed, green light, landing are down 3 green. Flaps 30, green light, landing checklist is complete. There we go, 145, perfect. Alright. Nice passenger view as we come on into Havana. Not much here, at least in the sim. Whoa. Okay. That works too. A little bit of I don't even know what that was. Okay. That's checked. We just had insta fog pop out of nowhere. But it's hey, not a big deal. We'll keep flying.
Plus 100. Minimums.
Landing. And we're down. Welcome to Atlanta. Atlanta, wow. Havana. What am I saying? Havana. Alright, we're gonna make the next left here. Next left is gonna be, what is that, Echo, I think it is? Yeah. Make the left on the Echo here. Communism. Thank you, Dakota. Am I going to stream again tomorrow? I'm going to try. I'll try to stream tomorrow. It depends what time I get home from work. But yeah, I'll try to. Absolutely. Make the left here on Echo. Thanks, Dimitri. Appreciate it, man. We can go ahead and put the flaps up. Speed brakes down. Go ahead and start the APU now. Alright. Supposed to be going to gate Bravo 12 is what FlightAware told me, but that's obviously not right. What am I going to do Frontier? I might do tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't really gotten that far yet. No, it's not dock. It'll probably be prepared, although I don't know, it might be LSPDFR. I haven't got, like I said, I haven't got that far yet. Well, we're supposed to be going to this gate right here. It's supposed to be 12 Romeo, but apparently they don't have this named out. Well, it's 12, so what is this supposed to be? Charlie? There we go. There we go. Charlie 12 was the, yep. Using HPA, commie units. Alright, he's telling me to go left, but I will tell you right now I'm on the line. So, oh, there we go. Give me straight ahead. And we're here. Let's check, make sure the APU's good. It is. Beautiful. We're here. We have successfully made it to Cuba. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they probably don't use ground power here. I don't think they have that. So I'm gonna go and say, you know, we're just gonna run an APU. 46 minutes, not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. I was expecting about 50 minutes, so actually not too bad at all. I appreciate everyone that came along today. Thanks for coming by. I'm really glad you guys gave me a bunch of great ideas today, and I hand flew an entire flight, which I have actually never done before in a 737. So definitely happy to do that. Again, I really appreciate everyone that came along today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow night. I plan to be doing maybe something tomorrow night, so check back tomorrow night around 9:30, 10 o'clock, and we'll have another flight in store for you, or LSPDFR. Haven't figured out yet, but you definitely know. So anyways, thanks so much for coming along, guys, and I'll see you guys later. See ya.